Welcome to the third ever triple ball challenge. Danny and I going head to head to see who can get the win. We've both won one time so far. Who's going to take the lead in wins here? Two of Danny's made it down by the hole. The other bounced back. My putts here all stayed in the center. Oh no. Now for two. Breaking back to the left. Rolled over the edge. This one rolled it out, just trying to give myself the best look for three that I can. This one for two, off the wall, off the other wall. Rolled by Danny for his two. Breaking back, not on line. Gonna tap it in for three. This one for two, got it. His third one here, whipped out. Now for three, got it up to 8. My putt here, need to make all three to be down by 1. Rolled it in. Second one, got it up to 6. My third one for 3. Missed to the left. Gonna tap it in for 4. Danny a 2-shot lead. On to hole 2. Danny, his putts all made it by the hole. One dropped in for a hole-in-one. The other just missed for the double hole-in-one. My putts here, 2 bounce back. 1 stayed short of the hole. Not a great start for me. In for 2 there, up to 12. This one for 2. I got to replace it after it rolled back to the tee and missed it. Can I save this one? Got a bounce. Not on line. Gonna tap them both in for 3. Up to 18 after 2 holes. Danny in for 2. This one got it, a 5-shot lead. On to hole 3. Danny leading off, a tricky hole here for the triple ball challenge. His putts 2 stayed on the left side. The third just short. An easy tap in for 2 up to 15. Can he save this one for 2? Got a bounce. Just missed the hole. Stayed there. My putts, all 3 made it around to the right. Got one for a hole-in-one. Needed that after a bad start. In for 2. My third one for 2. Got it up to 23. Danny for 3. Rolled it in. Now for 2 and a 3-shot lead. Rolled off the ramp, not on line. Now for 3. Missed it. Gonna tap it in for 4. Up to 22. On to hole 4. My putts now down by just 1. Got a bounce. Dropped in for a hole-in-one. Back-to-back holes with a hole-in-one for me. Danny, his putts. 1 dropped in. The other 2 just missed. Wow, what an answer from Danny. He's in for 2 there, his third. Got it up to 27. My putts here for 2. Right over the edge. This one for 2. Got it. Gonna tap the other in for 3. Up to 29. Danny a 2-shot lead through 4. On to hole 5. Danny leading off, his putts. 1 dropped in. The other 2 right on line, but stayed just short. Back-to-back holes with a hole-in-one for Danny. My putts here on a good line. 2 dropped in. The other just missed for a triple hole-in-one. In for 2 up to 33. On to hole 6. My putts here rolled down. And 1 stayed short on the other side of the tire. I was going for my 4th hole with a hole-in-one this round, but couldn't find it here. That one jumped over the other ball. Have that for 3. Danny, all 3 made it around. Got bounces back. Still some work left for his 2s. Danny's putt here. Rolled it in. A good save. Can he do it again? He does, up to 36. And his third one. Pushed it. Gonna tap it in for 3. Up to 39. My putt here for 3. Whipped it in up to 36. Now for 2. Got it. And my third one for 2 to be down by 1 to the lead. Rolled by for 3. Missed it. Gonna tap it in for 4. Danny a 3-shot lead through 6. On to hole 7. Danny's putts. 2 made it onto the ramp. 1 bounced back. Got it for a hole-in-one. Wow. Now for his 2. Made it onto the ramp. Can he find the line? Right over the edge and rolled by. My putts. 2 made it on. Miss for a hole in one. Got a bounce. The other stayed short. And the third back by the tee. Now for two. Got a bad bounce onto the ramp. Rolling down. Stayed short. In for three. Now for two. Got it. My third one here. Rolled it in up to 49. Danny. His putt. Got it for three. Now for two. Rolled it in. On to hole 8. A tricky hole for the triple ball challenge. Two of Danny's made it to the top. The third rolled back. Rolling down. Can he find either for holes in one? On a good line. Dropped in up to 46. Wow. Danny now for two. Not enough speed. Rolled back down again for three. Made it to the top. Can he find it? Would be a big save here. Rolling down through the cones. Dropped out. Not on line. Wow, my putts here. All three made it to the top. A chance for a triple hole in one. Can I get lucky? Rolling down. Dropped out. Not on line. Same line there on the second. The third rolled out the left side. Danny in for four. Now for two. Got it up to 52. My putts here all for twos. Got it there. Rolled it in, and yes, down three. On to hole 9, the longest hole on the course. My putts, rolling down. Can I find any for holes in one? Need to go. All three stayed short, Danny. His putts here with some speed, rolling down. Miss my ball there. Hit my ball. Miss for holes in one. All in decent spots here. Danny in with 2 twos already. His third one, got it. A 58 on the front 9 for Danny. My putt got it for 2. This one, missed it. Now my third one, can I save it here? Right over the edge and lipped out. Gonna tap them both in for 3, up to 63. On to the back 9 in this triple ball challenge. Danny, a 5-shot lead. His putts here all in tricky spots. My putts rolling down. Tried to play less speed. One's blocked out. This one, big save there for 2. Playing it off the wall. Got a bad bounce. Have a clear look for 3. This one had an angle and rolled it in. And this one in for 3 up to 70. Danny for his 2. Missed it. In for 3 up to 61. A tricky spot here. Rolled it out. Does he have an angle? For 3. Pushed it. Now this one for 2. Got it. A good save. Gonna tap it in for 4. Just a 3-shot lead. On to hole 11. My putts here after getting 2 shots back on the last hole. One got stuck in the tire. The other 2 rolled down to the right. Danny, his putts, all 3 missed the tire and rolled down to the right. Blocked out on 2. Oh no. My putt here, rolled it down to save my 2. Got it to go up to 72. This one for 2 would be a big save. Not on line. And my other one for 2. Off the back of the hole and bounced out. In for 3 there. This one to save my 3. Lipped out. Gonna tap it in for 4. Up to 79. Danny for his 2. Missed it. Has that for 3. This one just had to roll it out to have an angle at the hole. Can he save it? No, not on line. Danny now, his third one, rolled it out, playing it off the wall, hit his ball, and dropped in for 3. What a save. This one, got it for 3, and this one for 4, rolled it in up to 77. On to hole 12. My putts here, 2 made it in, 1 rolled back down to the tee. Can I find them for holes in 1? 1 rolled out, missed it. The other rolled out the right side. This one for 2, rolled it down the center. Chance to save a 2 here. My putt, rolling out, and got it right on line up to 81. Danny, his putts, all 3 made it in. Can he get lucky here? 1 rolled out the left side, got it for a hole-in-one. The other two rolled out the right. My putt, in for two up to 83. This one for two, saved it up to 85. Danny, his putt got the read from me, rolled it in. Can he do it again? Yes, a 3-shot lead for Danny. On to hole 13, the bowling alley hole. 6 holes to play in this triple ball challenge. Danny's putts, one made it in, ended up in the corner. One got a good bounce out the alley. The other, some work left for two. My putts here. One made it in, just like Danny. Can I find it? Dropped out off the pin, and no. The other two rolled out to the right. Danny off the wall, missed it. Now for three. Got it up to 85. This one off the pin, not on line. Gonna tap it in for three as well, up to 88. His third one. Can he save it for two? Made it through and lipped out. Gonna tap it in for three, up to 91. My putt here. Have a clear look for three. And got it up to 88. Can I save this for two off the wall? Missed the hole. And my last one here for two. Off the pin. No, couldn't get a bounce. Gonna tap them both in for three. All threes on this hole. On to hole 14. Danny leading off his putts here. Got a big bounce on two. The other stayed there. My putts rolling down. Can I find any for holes in one? No, not on line. Two stayed up against the mat. Oh no, Danny. Right over the edge. Now for two. Got it that time, up to 93. This one for two, rolled it in. And in for three, up to 98. My putt here. First one, pushed it. Second one, a tricky lie. Didn't have much of a backswing. And rolled it in, a big save. This one, not much of a backswing either. Walked it in up to 98 and in for three up to 101. On to hole 15. 4 holes to play. Danny's putts all missed for holes in one. Stayed behind the hole. My putts here. 2 made it around. Missed for holes in one. The third rolled back down to the tee. Now for my 2 would be a big save. Rolled out right over the edge. Now for 2. Got it. This one for 2. Have to be careful of a bounce out. Got it, and in for 3 up to 108. Danny, can he make them all for 2? Got it there. Second one, rolled it in. His third one, pushed it. Now for 3. Danny's putt here. Bounced out, hit the top of his other ball. In for 4 up to 106. On to hole 16. Danny just a 2-shot lead now after what happened on the last hole. My putts all missed to go down by the hole. Danny, one on a good line, made it in. Can he find it? No, missed to the left. Now for his 2. Rolled it down and missed it. This one, missed the hole. Needs to slow down, roll down the stair. Now for 3 would be a big save. Not enough speed. Got it for 4. That one for 3. Now for his 2. Rolled it in up to 115. My putt here for 2. Not on line and stayed just short. This one rolled it down, lipped it in. Dropped out and just missed as well. My third one. Made it in. Can I save it? Right over the edge, off the wall. Gonna tap them all in for 3. Up to 117. Danny, a 2-shot lead with 2 holes to play. On to hole 17. My putts here. One dropped in for a hole in one. The other found the foot of the dinosaur. And the third missed to the left. Danny, his putts here. 2 found the foot of the dinosaur. The third just missed for a hole in one. Rolled it out there. Now for his 3. Missed to the right. This one rolled it out with more speed. Playing it off the back wall for his 3. Got a big bounce. Missed the hole. And up against the foot of the dinosaur. Now for 4. Rolled it out. Has a look here. to save his 5. Missed to the left. Gonna tap that one in for 4. Now for 2. Got it. And this one for 6. Rolled it in up to 127. My putt here, playing it off the wall. On a good line, but ran out of speed. In for 3 up to 121. This one rolled it out to save my 3. Didn't have an angle under the dinosaur. Missed it. Now for 4. Missed it to my left. Gonna tap it in for 5 up to 126. On to hole 18. It all comes down to this in the triple ball challenge. 2 of mine rolled down by the hole. The third bounced back and missed for holes in 1. The worst score in a triple ball challenge is a 134. My putt's in for 2s. Danny, his putt's here. Rolling down. All 3 rolling down by the hole. Got to bounce off the wall. Has those for 2. He's going to hit them all here. Got it. This one for 2. Rolled it in. His third. Got it up to 133. My putt here for the win. A must make to get the win. Got a bounce. Got another. Missed it. Gonna tap it in for 3. We're going to a playoff in this triple ball challenge. Welcome to the playoff in this triple ball challenge. 18 holes wasn't enough. My putt's here. Missed for holes in 1 and 1 stayed to the left. Danny trying to get his second win in the third ever triple ball challenge. 1 dropped in for a hole in 1. 1 found the foot of the dinosaur. The other rolled by. This one lipped it in for 2. Now his 5th shot. Rolled it out. Can he save it for 6? Danny's putt missed this one earlier. Got it. A 6 for Danny. I need to make all of mine to force another playoff hole. Rolled it in. This one a must make. On the way. Dropped in on the final roll. And my third one, have a look under the tail of the dinosaur. My putt here, pushed it. Wow, right over the edge. Danny, the winner in the playoff of this triple ball challenge. Congrats to Team Danny. Wow.